Simple interest is one of the important topic in competitive banking and SSC examinations. I prepared previously two videos about introduction and some problems in simple interest. Now I am preparing the third part with some different simple interest problems. Watch this video. If you find it is useful, then like and share the video. Subscribe my channel. Now we are going to start the video. Start the first problem. A sum of 600 amounts to rupees 720 in 4 years. What will be amount to if the rate of interest increased by 2%? So here already the amount is given, which is principal plus the simple interest. Okay. So now here given that 2% again increased. Now we see what happened, the amount. So the principal is 600. The extra rate of percent is 2% per annum. So the time period given here is 4 years. The additional interest, simple interest here is PTR by 100. So the amount is 600 and time period T is 4 and 2. That's why zeros, this two zeros cancel. 6 4s are 24, 24 2s are 48. The previous paid amount is 720. So now the additional interest to be added for this is 48 rupees. Now the amount to be paid for 4 years is 720 plus 48, 768 rupees. So the interest is rupees, the amount total to be paid for the increased 2% is 768. So answer is 768. Now we see the second problem. A sum of rupees 5000 rupees is lent partly at 6% and the remaining at 9% simple interest. If the total annual interest rupees 390, the ratio in which the money was lent at given rates. So here the principal amount is 5000 rupees and the rate of interest on first part is 6%. If the 5000 interest 5000 is given at this interest for a year, then the simple interest to be earned on the 5000 will be, so PTR by 100, that is 5000 into 1 into 6 by 100. So zeros, two zeros cancel, 6 0 remains, 6 5s are 30, 300. In case the 5000 amount is lent at the 9% which is mentioned for the second part, then the simple interest will be PDR by 100, 5000 into 1 year per 1 year and 9%, 9 by 100. So two zeros cancel for 0 and 9 5s are 45. It is 450 rupees. But the interest on two parts earned per 1 year is 390. Now we find the ratio of these two parts like this. For first part, for 5000 we got 300 rupees and on second part 450. But the two mixed, then it becomes an average of 390. So the differences between these is, so 450 minus 390 is 60. So this is for ratio of first part. 390 minus 300, it become, the difference is 90. This is the ratio for second part. So if you cancel this, 0 and 0 cancelled, the ratio will be divided by 10 and 3 2s are 3 3s are. So the ratio is 2 is to 3. The parts lent at 2 is to 3 ratio. So our answer is 2 is to 3. Now we discuss the third problem with another type application of simple interest. See here, Kruti took a loan at simple interest at 6% in the first year with an increase of 0.5% on each subsequent year. She paid 3,375 as interest after 4 years. How much loan did she took? So what is the principal amount you have to find here? So given that the first year interest rate is 6% and we have given that 0.5 will be increased for each year on this interest rate. So for the second year, it is 6.5%. For the third year, 7%. And for fourth year, 7.5%. So in terms of percentage, the interest rate paid for 4 years is, so sum of 4 years interest rates R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4, that is 6 plus 6.5 plus 7 plus 7.5. So 6 plus 6, 12.5 and plus 7, 19.5 plus 0.5, 20 and 7, 27. So in terms of percentage, Kruti paid 27% as interest. But in terms of money, it is 3,375. So 27% here equal to 3,375. Then the 1% will be 1% will be what? 3,375 by 27. So the principal in terms of percent is 100%. So the principal 100% is 3,375 by 27 into 100. So cancellation 3, look here. 3 nines are 27, 3 ones are 3, and again 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 fives are 15. Again, by with 9, 9 ones are 9 ones are 9, 2 remains, 9 twos are 18, 4 remains, 9 fives are 45. 125 into 100, 125 double zero. So it is 12,500. So the principal amount that she took as loan is 12,500. Now we see the fourth problem. If simple interest on a certain sum for 15 months at 7.5% per annum exceeds the simple interest on the same sum for 8 months at 12.5% per annum by 32.5 rupee. The sum is. So here the two different percentages with the two different time periods are given. So now see the transactions. So first, the time period one is 15 months. This can be written as 15 by 12 years in terms of years because the simple interest is given in terms of per annum. So the rate of interest is 7 1 by 2, 7.5, that is 2 sevens are 14 and 1, 15 by 2%. Now the interest rate per annum is time period into simple interest on first time period is 15 by 12 into 15 by 2 because the percentage is 15 by 2% and the time period 15 by 12. So 15 15s are 225 by 12 to the 220, 12 to the 24, sorry, 24%. So for the second, it is the time period is 8 months, which can be expressed as 8 by 12 years. 8 by 12 years. So, and the rate of interest is 12.5, that is 2, 12 are 24 plus 1, 25 by 2%. The interest per annum for this time period is 8 by 12 into 25 by 2. 8 25s are 200, 12 twos are 24. Here denominator is 24 is common is taken for first transaction and second transaction. So the difference between these two interest is 225 by 24 minus 200 by 24. So the difference for this is 25 by 24%. So for this, in terms of money, if you observe, it is 32.5. So 32 and a half rupees. So 25 by 24% equal to 32.50, 32.50 paise. So 1% it is 32.50 by 25 by 24. It is 1%. So the sum is, in terms of percentage, is 100. So now this is 32.50. The fraction is reversed as we consider here as the multiplication. So the principal 100% is 32.50 into 24 by 25 into 100. So this 32.50 into 100 becomes 3250 by 25. So 5 5s are 25, 5 6 are 30, 5 5s are 25, 0 remains. Again 5 1s are 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15, 0 0. So 13 24 are so 0, 34 13 4s are 52, 5, 13 2s are 26, 3120. So the amount here uh, taken as interest 3120 as principal. Now we see the fifth problem with different type with on simple interest. See the problem: simple interest on a certain sum at a certain annual rate of interest is 25 by 16 of that sum. If the number representing rate percent and time in years be equal, then the rate percent per annum is. So let us consider the sum, that is the principal amount in the problem is P. So the rate of interest equal to time. So that is R equal to T. We know that the formula of simple interest SI equal to PTR by 100. In terms of sum, the simple interest is 25 by 16 into P. So here equation 1 equal to equation 2. That is P into TV equal to R. So that is PR into R by 100 equal to 25 by P into 25 by 16 into P. Sorry, 25 by 16 into P. So P and P, because this P goes to into denominator. So this will be cancelled. So with this, we get that R square equal to 25. This 100 goes that into numerator into 100 by 16. So if you get the cancellation, 4 4s are 16, 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are. So 25 4s are 100. This means R square equal to 25 into 25 by 4. Now R becomes as root of 25 into 25 by 4. So we have to get the root. 25 into 25 root is 25, and for 4 it becomes 2. So the R value is 25 by 2. This improper fraction as mixed fraction. 2 12s are 24 and 1 by 2 12 and half percent. So the rate of interest in this problem is 12 and half. Now we discuss sixth problem in this session. A sum of rupees 10,000 is lent partly at 8% per 8% and partly 10% simple interest if the total annual interest on the average is 9.2%. The money lent at 10% is. So here two different parts are lent for two different percentages. in 10,000. So the total transaction made 9.2% interest rate. It is given in terms of percent. So the principal is 10,000. The rate of interest on part 1, that is R1 is 8%, and rate of interest on part 2, R2 is 10%. Now the rate of average interest, that is R, indicated by 9.2%. Now we calculate the ratios of these two rates of interest. That is R1 is 8 and R2 is 10. And if we mix this, we get 9.2. From the method of allocation and mixtures, so the difference between 10 and 9.2 is 0.8, and 8 and 9.2 is 1.2. So these are the 0.8 and 1.2. In terms of ratio, we can multiply with this in 10, 0.8 into 10, and 1.2 into 10 becomes 8 is to 12, and we can simplify this also, 8 is to 12. So this is 8 parts for 8% and 12 parts on 10%. So the total is 20 parts. So the total parts means the principal amount. So total parts equal to 20, parts equal to 10,000. Then one part, what becomes it as 10,000 by 20. Now what we need to get is, one part is the 10,000 by 20. So 10% is 12 parts. So 10,000 by 20 into 12. So this 0, 0, 0 cancel. 2, 1, 0 and this 0 cancel. 2 ones are 2, 6 are. So 6 into 1 is 6. 3 zeros remains. So it is 6,000. So the amount lent on 10% interest is 6,000. So our answer is rupees 6,000 rupees.